Welcoming everyone to another live edition 410 Sports Talk. I'm Glenn Martin here with my co-host James Haskell and DK and others helping along in the background. And of course, we are here. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. But hold your applause.
Yeah.
Hold your applause for the real special guest, Super Bowl champ, all-pro. I mean, the recipient of the greatest play in the history of our franchise. Jacoby, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. Jacoby, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I mean, how excited are you that the Ravens are back in position to compete for a title?
Man, honestly, you're looking at this team, and I feel like when they win it, it's going to be a big old controversy. Which team was better, the 2012 team or this team? It's going to be like this.
Yeah, well, do you have an early take on? I mean, of course, you're a little biased. You were on that other team, but and the 2000 team's going to have something to say about it too. But
no, I was on the Texans. I was about the 2012 team.
Yeah, 2012, and then the 2000 Ravens both won the Super Bowl too.
I love the 2000 team. We already know we better.
Oh!
We better than 2000.
How do you feel about any sort of hypothetical matchup between 2012 and today's team?
That's what I said. If they win it, which I think they're going to win it,
okay,
that's going to be a big comparison.
It's going to be interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things I'm really excited about tonight, Jacoby, is going down memory lane, because for all of us as Ravens fans, you, of course, being on the field, have great memories of that whole run, but us as fans feel like we were there with you. We got a ton of questions for you. I got to start with this.
Okay.
I want you to get real, all right?
I'm going to guess what you're going to get.
All right, listen, so you had the most all-purpose yards in the Super Bowl in NFL history. In that game, 2 touchdowns. Right, I think it was 290 yards, longest play in Super Bowl history.
Yep.
How long did it take you to sit down, maybe at your house or on the sideline after the game, when Joe got the MVP, to be like, damn, you know what? That probably should have been my MVP.
You should have won it, Jacoby. I said it from the start.
Listen, I ain't mad. He could let me have a fucking car, though.
Yeah. What was it, a Corvette?
Yeah, and I had to go. I went and bought my own, but damn, man.
Not the same. It's not the same.
It ain't.
But look, they always give it to the quarterback, but the 56-yard touchdown and the kick return? I mean,
what caused you to take it out of the end zone? That's what I got to know. What'd you see?
So, when we started the season, right, I wasn't back deep. I was a returning punch. And then came week 4. We was playing Dallas. And they were like, Jacoby, you going back deep. So I was like, all right, we're in the meeting, like the big meeting. I'm like, all right, I'm not taking no knee, and I'm coming out. They was in there laughing, ha-ha. I said, ha-ha, keep my ass. You gonna see. You're gonna see, and showed up, and that was that kick was my first return of the year, and that went 108. So Jerry comes to me on the sideline, green light. I'm like, I tell my when I want to.
Rest is history. Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious, what's the difference? Because some people seem to be better at punt return, some people seem to be better at kick return. You were great at both.
Let me tell you something. If you're a returner, you're a returner. When people tell me, man, I can't do punts. Why? I don't know how to catch them. No, man. What you talking about? Punt return is actually easier.
Yeah.
Kickoff, you got to sit there and wait. Them boys got a head start.
Yeah. Talk about a head start. That's a head start.
Well, it's got to be a little scary knowing them gunners are coming, right? I mean, how do you keep an eye on them and make sure you're catching the rock?
That shit called peripheral.
Okay.
I gotta ask you another one here. This is we hung out with Torrey at training camp.
Yep.
I asked him this question. He said him. Who in their prime? Who wins in a race? You or Torrey Smith?
Nah, beat Torrey ass.
Torrey convinces him.
Man, Torrey no better than that, man. Man, child,
you said that when you weren't around. You said that when you weren't around. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
He didn't
say that well.
And the other thing I got to ask you about is the Mike Tomlin on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Mike Trask said it wasn't real. He's looking at the Jumbotron.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how it's full of shit.
Scored?
Hell yeah. They fucked up my Pro Bowl that year.
Right.
That was second team Pro Bowl that year. I'd have been first team.
Yep.
So, when I got wound up playing for the Steelers, right, I get there, had a game. So, we in meetings. This motherfucker pulled it up in the team meeting saying, hey, Jacoby, look our anniversary. They in there kicking and laughing. I'm in the back like, that shit ain't funny. You took money out of my pocket.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, he did.
No
Absolutely.
doubt. He was laughing in the moment. He thought it was funny in the moment.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of curious because, you get drafted out of Lane College. You go to Houston. You have success there, both receiving and returning the kicks. How did you end up in Baltimore signing in 2012?
Well, when I left the Texans, I was taking visits, right? So I get to Carolina. This is before I took before I even knew the Ravens wanted me to come on a visit. Mm-hmm. So I'm in Carolina. I'm sitting there as me, Cam Newton, head coach. They got me so I'm like, shit, I'm going to play with Cam.
Right.
I get off the plane in Houston. Agent say, hey man, the Ravens want to take this visit. Come take it. I said, man, I'm going to play with Cam. Take the visit. So I take the damn visit. As soon as I walk in the door, John was like, yeah, you can come to meetings now. I'm like, what? I ain't even seen the place yet.
Yeah, soft close.
Yeah,
Soft close.
Yeah. And then I go in the locker room and like, hey, Kobe, it's gonna be your locker. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. But they made me feel like at home. And then when Isaac told me, I know you, do what you do, just stay out of trouble for me, and we fine. I said, bet. Gotcha.
And that was it. I wrapped it up for you.
Yeah.
So is it true that the Ravens kind of let you be yourself a little bit more than some of the other franchises?
What? That's not even shit. When I was in Houston, I had to walk around like this.
Really?
Boy, they had me in handcuffs.
See, when I hear that stuff, I just think I'm being a homer. I'm a fan. You know, I'm a fan of my team.
Hell
But
no, I was in handcuffs around there, man. I know I was young and wild when I first got there. I mean, come on, man. I came from Lane Cottage. I'm 21 years old. I ain't never had shit. I never had money. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No doubt.
And to add to that, what is it like playing for John Harbaugh? You know, you're talking about he lets his players be himself.
Like
things
he,
like that.
like he let the offense do offense, let the defense do defense. But he gonna mess with that special team. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he gonna mess with that special team. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's a
saying?
baby.
Believe it or not, that was his baby. That 108.
Yeah.
That was his design. Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you think? Because some people say, and they kind of want to run John out because he's not calling defense. He's not calling every
Man,
offensive
leave that
play.
man alone.
Yeah,
Right?
I love to hear it.
Yeah.
Because that's not what makes a good coach.
Man,
Right?
that's my stepdad.
I love it.
I call him stepdad.
I love it. Man, that's so cool. Now, we got to bring up the Mile High Miracle, ladies and gentlemen.
Have
I mean,
to,
the greatest
right?
play in history. I mean, I watched it today. I watched it yesterday. I can't stop watching that play. Did you know when you lined up, did you know the ball? Did you think the ball was coming your way? Walk us through that play.
Well, you know, they say you play how you practice. So, you know, we get in scenario situations like that. And we just, like, in that situation, Joe look at me and Tori, he'd be like, run. So, sure enough, come part of that game, you know, he slid or something like that. And I got to be look, he said, run. So I'm like, shit, I'm running. He gonna throw it. I take off hauling ass. I looked up, I said, man, he didn't throw that shit. I said, oh, he did throw it. I said, he did throw it. My eyes were big as hell. I said, oh, shit.
Now, with the ball in the air that long, do you have time to think, I got to make this grab? Is there any thinking?
Hey, listen, I don't care if I caught it and fell, caught my pinky finger, as long as I caught that shit.
Yeah.
But when I caught it, I seen Bud. I'm like, oh, he tripping.
Yeah. He messed up.
I'm running. I'm like, this shit ain't for real. It got to be a flag or something.
Right.
I'm turning around. They got quiet. It's quiet as hell. I'm
That's
like, this
so
shit,
quiet.
it don't count. And I hear Anquan come around. I'm like, oh, this shit count.
Hey, speaking of Anquan, I'd love to know a little bit about what it's like playing with one Anquan Bolden. I mean,
Man.
picked up some things from him. I mean, I feel like he was such a great
man.
player here. And
Listen, Quan, let me tell you, believe it or not, how physical he is, he don't curse.
yeah.
He's like Phillip Rivers, right?
Yeah. Oh, Phillip Rivers, he worse. I ain't never heard of a word called dag nabbit. You hear that? Look at that. First dag nabbit. Big man, playing with Anquan though, bro. He was always a hard worker, a motivator.
Yeah.
He's good in the classroom. Like, he'll come grab you. He'll see a player mess up. He'll be like, come on, keep playing. Don't think about that shit. Don't even look back at the sideline.
Just get right back to it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm sure cornerbacks didn't like having to go up against his physicality.
Yeah,
I mean, that dude would just.
Right. He just was stupid strong.
Right. No,
Strong hands. And he didn't like DBs, but he was a bully.
right.
He thought T. Smith was a bully.
Was he like, because there's always the vocal leaders on the defense to get a lot of the pub, but who was the vocal guys on offense that was helping keep you guys, on the straight and narrow?
Honestly, believe it or not, yeah, of course you had Marshall Yonder.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
You know Ray Rice left to run his damn mouth.
Yeah.
But I think we really show more by playing.
Yeah.
We want no near chatter guys. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly, Joe's not that guy. Joe's not a.
I mean, he'll get to us. He'll come on the sideline and
Yeah.
but he ain't no.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go play ball, man. That's
Hey,
how we
does
run.
anyone else that you played with throw a better deep ball than Joe Flacco?
No.
I mean,
Now Tyrod, he got a nice deep ball.
Mhm.
Got a nice deep ball. But other than that, I Michael Vick.
Oh, yeah. Cannon.
but I mean, I swear, Joe's hits a different strategy.
Yeah, his shit
It's a
his
cloud.
shit like a rainbow for real. So
Yeah.
like when Joe throw the ball, you don't look up. You don't look back for it. You got to look up. For that We gotta find it.
Yeah.
And you got to think that's probably why that safety wasn't able to reach it, because it was coming straight down. It wasn't coming, at an angle.
And I think falling backwards. Then he ended up.
I just was running.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And I think a lot of people forget that just tied the game. Y'all still had to go win that game in overtime.
2 more overtime.
It was the Corey Graham ended up sealing that game, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, that second overtime, I was screaming to Joe, look, I can't feel my hands. Don't throw that shit over here. I ain't want the ball.
Yeah, it was cold.
I'm ready to block. Don't throw it over here. My hands were gone.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about on defense. Ray always gets the attention as being the leader, and he was the rah, and I'm sure he was that. But what type of impact did Ed Reed play?
Oh man,
maybe a quieter.
Ed was a true general. Like when people don't know what Ed on the sideline, you know how them guys look at their little tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Ed used to have his notes under the bench from the week of practice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ed was different. Like even sometime when it was punt return, knowing I'm the returner, I be running on the field. Ed go like this. I'm like, you got it. And then Jerry come over there. What you doing? I say that's Ed Reed. You gonna tell him? You gonna tell him to get off the field? I'm not.
Like, that's Ed Reed.
There's very few people that have the ability to make the NFL look like backyard football. And Ed Reed can do backyard football stuff on an NFL field.
He was smart,
amazing.
man. He was a different player.
Yeah, no, absolutely amazing. My follow-up question for you is about that run. Like I said, magical for us as fans, but walk us through that, right? Like you guys beat Indy. There's all the emotion of Ray's last home game. You know if you get there, it's going to be on the road. What are some of those key moments for you guys as a team to really get you to that next step? Like what is most memorable for you?
The way we play consistently. Like if you look at it on the offensive side, right? There's one game Pitta had 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
One game Torrey had 2 touchdowns, and I scored them. Anquan had 2 touchdowns against New England. Then I had 2. Quan scored and Dennis scored. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The ball going all over the place.
Right.
That's how offensive. That's how we play. Special team, we was already hot.
Yeah.
Right.
So you had Justin Tucker. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
come on, man.
Right.
And Sam Cook, right?
Yeah, here you go. You changed the flip the field quick.
Yeah.
He'll flip. And I tell you, you saw that punt game because last week Jordan Stout didn't have the best game.
No.
He had a 27-yard punt, and then he punted to the middle of the field.
Tell me about it.
And when you got a punt, came to the middle of the field, what were you thinking?
Listen, as soon as I saw that shit, and that shit was on a line drive,
you were like, oh.
I said, shit, I got him and got a drink.
Yeah. You knew it was coming.
What? As soon as he put his foot in the ground, I'm like, that's box.
It's too easy, right? Too easy. You got to get to the sideline. I mean, so when you were going into New England, did you kind of feel like after getting over that Denver hump that it was just New England
here's the crazy thing. So when I left the Texans and they were in the playoffs at the time, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I hope Houston win. I hope so we can bust their ass. But them boys already had it set in their mind. They wanted to play New England because what happened last year.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They couldn't wait to get there. So I wasn't on that team at the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that feeling.
Right.
Shit, I see just got a defense put them to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what they had on their
Oh
mind.
yeah, Pollard knocking people unconscious on the field.
Yeah, I'm sure they were locked in.
They
for
were so
New England.
locked in.
Yeah, that had to be absolutely incredible. I mean, once the confetti is falling, right, it's real. I mean, what's going through your head at that point, man? It's just
going to the Super Bowl.
I mean, winning it.
When
Once you won it, confetti's falling all
knowing
over
that you made that much of an impact.
Yeah.
Man, I'm honest with you. When the clock struck, I popped the blood vessel in my eye, bro.
That you were so hyped.
Yeah, that shit, the anxiety of that shit.
Yeah.
I bet.
Got 4 seconds left, 4th down, Eddie on the 2. You can't write it no better.
No.
With Ray and Ed.
I just felt they've been running on the field. I just fell to my knees. I was like, thank you.
So it was almost more relief.
Yes.
How do you players deal with the pressure? Because I know last week, I don't know how you guys felt, but when I woke up, I was nervous. Saturday, I was nervous. I'm going, they can't lose.
You live for that shit.
Yeah.
Like you live for that shit.
Yeah.
Like I used to practice my dance move the night before in the mirror, dog.
You ready for celebrations? What? I love it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, because I mean, I think I'm sure most players are like that, but are there a handful of guys that maybe they don't look forward to the brightest of lights, and maybe they do shrink a little bit when there's the pressure's at its highest?
It happens to some, but you see at the teams that win it, they didn't have a team.
Right. Now, the other question I got to ask you about, this isn't talked about enough. Obviously, you talked about the New England game. Cundiff misses the kick the year before you came to the Ravens. But not only you were added to the special teams unit, then Justin Tucker comes in.
Right.
How soon were you guys able to see, like, this is the guy?
Oh,
Right?
Tuck?
Yeah.
Oh, man, look, we had it was practice at the stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they were doing a little kickoff. So, boom, Tuck hit, Condit hit. Back that shit up a little bit. Boom, Tuck hit, Condit hit. Back it up. Before you know it, they got to about 70 yards. Tuck hit that shit. Boom! You know who it is. All the players looked at each other like this. We know who's getting cut tomorrow.
Yeah, Billy's in trouble. Billy's in trouble.
Hey, look, we don't mind. The rest is history, right?
Hey, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
That's how it happened.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm also a little curious. Did Joe Cool, he earned that Joe Cool nickname because of his calm demeanor. Did that really help calm down the offense?
I call him Smoking Joe. Let me tell you something. Joe an asshole in the street, too. Joe will crack a joke on you, and he'll laugh at you like, ha! And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But you got to get to know Joe. Joe goofy, man.
Yeah.
But he cool, calm in the game time.
Yeah.
Cool and calm.
And that helped. Did that help the other players?
Yeah,
Seeing him calm like
when
that.
you got a general.
Because some fans wish that he was more rah-rah. Like they like seeing Lamar kind of dig in Stanley's ass last week when he was getting in his way instead of getting down the field and blocking. People like seeing that, but
I know Joe get on your ass, man.
oh, he
Yeah.
would? Okay.
Joe get
Just
on
in
your
his
ass.
own way, I'm
Yeah, he'll get close to you like.
He'll clutch you out right here.
Right here. You think he's telling you a play? Like, oh shit, you getting the info.
Okay, that's good to hear. I like hearing that. I like.
So I gotta ask you this. Glenn and I were talking about this. I think it's fair to say that, let's see, in your short tenure with the Ravens, you probably had the most impact in the shortest period of time.
Insane.
Like, how cool does that feel for you to know that? I feel like there's thousands of fans out there that know when they hear Jacoby Jones, all these awesome memories coming on, these tent poles of memories like that they had as Ravens fans.
My
right?
thing is, I came in. I'm one of the person to come in like I'm coming big for the ball. I came in playing my role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that our team was like that. We didn't beg for the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have a guy come in, man, threw me the ball in wide open.
Yeah. And then my follow-up question to that is, do you see any of those traits that you guys had as a wide receiver room in the guys that we have today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The boys playing together.
Yeah.
They clicking.
Absolutely.
They clicking.
Because I agree with you. I don't see a lot. Even, Odell is a huge personality.
Right.
I see, and look, there's been games where he hasn't gotten the ball.
Right.
He's got one reception, maybe 2 targets, and he's doing nothing but cheering on his other teammates, helping them out, coaching them up. I think that's so incredible to see. And like you said, that's the sauce that brings success.
Right. I get more joy seeing my team make a crazy play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, man, I don't know if you saw the clip of Lamar run down the sideline when Tylen Wallace took off with that punt return in overtime against the Rams. So cool to see him just be so jacked up about it. So excited.
I was in the now going to sweep running like I had the ball.
But that was a special. Yeah, see Tylen do that.
Now, obviously, great punt returner, kick returner yourself. We've got an all-pro right now in Devin Duvernay.
Yeah.
Is there anything as a guy who has that skill set, and obviously much more than the average person about returning punts, returning kicks, anything about Duvernay that really, you're like, it stands out to you that makes him good, that makes him a really good
He doesn't bullshit with the ball. He hits the seam and it's over with.
Yeah.
That's how you find your good return. All them dudes that be juking and jiving,
yeah,
you're not going nowhere, man.
Right.
The one thing is a return, you can never stop your feet.
Right.
That seam might be this big. Either you're going to come through it or you're not. That's why they call you a fast food.
Yeah, there you go.
You got to have fearlessness, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of the biggest parts?
Yeah, no fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I feel like Devin Duvernay has really been a spark for us. Now, he's obviously coming back from the injury and stuff like that recently, but throughout his time
45 got us out to the 45-yard line last week.
Game, I
mean, that was a big.
Such a weapon to have a guy like that back there, man.
No doubt. Now, I think Ravens fans are pretty excited seeing all these coaching vacancies get taken up, right?
Yeah.
Because they want our coordinators to stay home. They want Mike McDonald to stay home and Monken. It's looking like it's going to be the case. So my question is, how important is it for the players to get matched with the right coordinator and the right scheme to be successful?
It's a big thing. The biggest thing is how, speaking as a coach now,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's how you teach it to them and how they learn it. You know what I mean? That's the match. You could be talking to them, but they're hearing you, listening.
They're not absorbing it.
And there you go.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got to be able to get through to the players.
Exactly.
Get your message.
So for you personally as a coach, how's that experience been if you're going from a player Now you're coaching. What's that been like for you?
I apologize to every coach I played for.
Hey, do you encourage stretching now? I know you're not a pregame stretcher.
No, I don't.
I'll never forget that clip. I think it was the Thanksgiving game against the Niners. I think it was that year.
Was it?
Was the Thanksgiving? Anyway, they caught you on a hot mic, and you're like, "I'll stretch before the game." Like, it's not my thing.
Oh, I don't stretch though.
That's my excuse. Every time I'm about to exercise, I'm like, Jacoby Jones doesn't stretch. I don't need to stretch.
I come out the tunnel, I sprint 100 yards, do the A-skip back, and start running routes.
That's it. You're warm.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Yeah. I'm saying, you ever seen a cheetah stretch for a prey?
No. I sure have not. They just take it right down. Now, you played with Ray. Roquan, a lot of people say he's the closest thing that Ravens fans will ever get to Ray Lewis. What's your thoughts on that?
Yes. And the thing is, I love you, Ray, but he way faster than you.
He's
faster. He is faster.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Don't athletes always get faster?
I tell you that.
Yeah, okay.
So you're a big fan of Roquan?
Yes.
Yeah.
But both of those linebackers are fast as shit.
Yeah. Well, and I think what you're saying.
And that's what the big thing is why a lot of quarterbacks can't get outside of all that RPO bullshit.
Yeah.
Them boys too fast, man.
Yeah.
Them boys fast.
And how cool is it? To me, I feel like one of the things that Ray was so great at being not only a force himself on the field, but a leader out there. He was everyone uses the term force multiplier. He'd make those around him better.
Of course.
I've seen Roquan. I mean, look what PQ is now a Pro Bowl, first-time Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing out of his mind, best season of his career. Since Roquan has been here, PQ's game has just elevated tremendously.
That's what happens, man. We get players that's gonna play with each other, man, and help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you got a 1-2 punch,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. It be plays where it be me and Tori in the game, or it be me and Quan, or be me and Quan. You know what I'm saying? It just we play together.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the other thing I got to ask you played with some good tight ends.
Oh yeah.
Right? Dennis Pitta obviously is a great tight end. Unfortunately, went through some injuries and things like that. Glad he got a little bit of the bag beforehand before he was out for good. Got his contract.
Oh yeah. He was a hell of a player, man.
Yeah.
Stupid routes.
Yeah. No, Dennis Pitta.
Yeah, one of those guys that doesn't look crazy fast, but somehow gets open.
So he's so just. You know what I'm saying?
Smooth.
It's just smooth. Man.
I feel like Dennis moves like a basketball player on the football field. At least
I give you that.
You know what I mean?
Like a nice little foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
One of the few BYU players that I like.
Oh, here we go. He
One
never
of the few.
misses.
One of the few. But this is my question for you. We have Isaiah Likely out there. We have Mark coming back this week. You played with some great guys. How exciting is it for Ravens fans to have Likely, just emerging, and then Mark coming back this week?
It's a blessing that if you got 3 tight ends, and my man 80, to me he's really received. He played like that's how Pitta played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you got 3 tight ends like that, that's deadly. So you can get any set you want now.
Right. Oh, I cannot wait.
Oh, no doubt. Now you mentioned OBJ, and some fans go, "Wow, the Ravens spent a lot of money bringing OBJ," and those outside the national, in other parts of the country, they point to the stats and they go, "How is this equal what he's making?" So, what kind of impact can a guy like OBJ make that's outside of the stat sheet?
First of all, people gonna fear OBJ. Period.
Right. Always respect him.
He's gonna get respect. He's gonna pull the safety. He gonna get. You know what I'm saying? They gonna roll the coverages away.
Yeah.
And he made great plays. He moved the chains.
Right.
That's what a receiver's supposed to do. The big play it comes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't know what the coverages are like. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think he hasn't gotten the same targets as like an Anquan did. But, man, I feel like we knew like when it was a huge play and Joe was rolling out of his mind, 9 times out of 10, he was looking for Anquan because he knew in any coverage, Anquan wasn't covered. He was covered, but he wasn't covered. Right?
Yeah,
So
I don't know what Joe was thinking when it was like I want to say it was like 3rd and something in the Super Bowl, and that sucker checked his slug over and threw it to Anquan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Everybody heart skipped a beat.
Uh-huh.
You better get the ball back, so the buku time left.
Yep.
Oh, I swear that ball was like 80 miles an hour too, man.
Oh yeah.
Thing came out of his hand. There was flames.
Were you rooting for Joe at all?
Yes,
Seeing
I
him in
was.
Cleveland?
Yes,
I knew it.
That's my quarterback.
That's my
Now,
quarterback.
I don't want to go too deep in this, but Joe's dad did make some comments about how other organizations Joe's played for are great, but there's nothing like the Browns.
Was he just being nice because he's a Brown?
Yeah.
I mean, they're giving his son a paycheck.
I love
so,
that.
You gotta. Because I won't forget. Also, you went up on stage during the draft. I love that. When you
I love when you were under
when you
there.
clowned
That
him.
was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
that was
it's the truth though.
It's true. Look.
They were so salty.
Yeah, they out there booing me. I didn't do nothing to you.
Like I still got that ring.
Never forget it, man. Never forget it. Love it.
Yeah, that was too cool. That was too. So, what is it like playing in front of the Ravens flock at M&T Bank?
Yeah,
Is it different there? The crowd noise different than elsewhere?
Of course. Yeah, people say they playing their domes and be loud. Like the Texas Stadium, it was all right. Mm-hmm. But it's the diehard fans that here. They gonna have that shit jumping regardless, man.
Right.
Like that shit. It's a different. When I first heard that old shit,
mm-hmm.
I love it.
Right there, that was a rap.
I tried to explain that to my wife when we got married. She was like, "Other people do that," and I was like, "Hold on a second.
It's not like here."
And then she got it. She's like, "Okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Absolutely, I'm with you. That's awesome."
And you had 4 in your 5 years in the Texans. You had 4 total kick returns, which is, kick and punt returns.
And
I
5.
Was it 5?
I think so.
I got to do my
Got
research here. My bad, Jacoby. But you had 4 in 2012 alone here in Baltimore.
Yep.
Is that? I'm gonna check my math here. I gotta make sure I'm right. What made you so successful in Baltimore to have that many in such a short period of time?
Because I had guys that trust me that were blocking. You know what I mean? And I trusted them. So when like I said, once I took that first kick 108, they was like, and then we had our our Christmas money too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So they just basically gave you the keys, and you just ran with it.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Not wasting opportunities back there.
Indeed.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, one thing, we've been kind of going back and forth between that, the 2012 team and to this team.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, to me, is one of one. He's absolutely incredible, special football player. I think that sometimes people out there fear Lamar, or they don't like Lamar, or they don't think he can get it done, and not fans of Lamar, because I think sometimes people fear different.
Yeah.
Lamar is so different; they're not used to it. They find themselves like, oh shoot, this isn't what I'm used to, right?
The game changed a little bit.
Right, the game has absolutely changed. Yeah. What's your take on Lamar Jackson as a football player? And obviously, I think I already know the answer. You think he can get it done in the biggest stage?
Yeah, he's a freak of nature. What you mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's like you creating a play on Madden and putting him at quarterback.
Right.
What are you talking about, man?
And he puts up Madden numbers.
Right.
Yeah, and you when you were playing, it was a lot of the pocket passers. What everybody was trying to get, the 6'5", 6'6" guy stands in the pocket and delivers the ball. Now it seems like every great quarterback has that mobile element to their game. Do you kind of wish that was a thing more back when you were playing? Because it gives guys like you more time to open up down the field and free yourself.
I don't regret it. I think I learned that actually taught me like old school basic football. Mm-hmm. So when the RPO started coming in toward the end, I was like, oh, okay. But it's football to football. The plays don't change. It's just the action, man. That's all.
Right. How I think the Ravens fans are fortunate to have one Lamar Jackson, right? Like, how fortunate are we to have Lamar Jackson here in Baltimore for a long term? And how special do you think this kid can be?
Well, he's already elevated. Telling people since he got here, and I'm like, he got weapons around him now, so he's going through his reads. Right. You know what I mean? So he's elevated, man. It's too special.
And then the other thing I'm curious to know, as a receiver, we got Todd Monken out there. We talk about giving the guy the keys. Mm-hmm. Lamar said it in his presser. They gave me the keys to the car. Right? Like, he's got the keys to the offense now. Oh, yeah. And Monken is spreading that thing out, and they're throwing that rock around. They having fun. Mm-hmm. Right. So how much different? You talked about coordinators, right? Like, how much different do you see it now in comparison to with the previous regime and Greg Roman and stuff like that? Like, how beneficial is it to Lamar's game and how different this offense is?
Yeah, listen, when you got a quarterback like that, you want to spread that shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now they got to respect it. Mm-hmm. Then you leaving holes and gaps, and you catch him in man, they in trouble. You with the crossing routes. You know what I mean? It's a little different.
I think the Texans only played man for one play that game, didn't they?
They blitzed on 80% of their plays.
Yeah.
It set some crazy record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was bringing the noise, trying to get to Lamar.
And then boys making plays.
No doubt. Getting the ball out of his hands quick. Now, Todd Monken mentioned something you mentioned earlier. When he talked about balance, a lot of people think balance is run versus pass. But what you mentioned earlier is that Pitta had 2 tutties. You had 2 tutties.
Right.
Anquan had 2 tutties. everyone was getting fed. Everybody was
Right.
getting the ball. He said that's his idea of balance, that every person on the field could threaten and score right now. Do you agree with that?
Yes, that's why you're in the field. I mean, it's the point that everybody get the ball. They put you in situations, a position to somewhere in that route concept. We gonna beat that coverage. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Now, one of the things I want to do, so my co-host and I have been doing this for a long time. We've known each other for a long time. I usually do one audible a show. This is not.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Fine.
He always surprises me mid-show.
So that's the thing. Obviously, we're on YouTube, so we do like super chats and stuff like that. People will send in questions, and we'll answer the questions. I'm hoping that we can have a little bit of participation from a few folks here as well, and they can give us some questions, if you're all right with that.
That's true.
All right, cool. So we're going to do a couple super chats, folks, but we're also going to open it up for you guys to ask a few questions. You don't really have to ask them to us. We're not as... Yeah, probably. Can we turn it up some more, DK? All right.
Okay, so don't touch the mic. Hey,
right.
Bob, we need a volume turned up. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Our sound guy is eating a burger and smashing cocktails while he's loafing on the job, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man.
Teamwork.
Man, my guy. Man, loafing on the job,
so we
bro.
have
Put down the tenders and turn the dial. All right, what's the first super show? Oh,
All right,
Don C, our guy.
So Don C is one of our faithful viewers of the show.
Here we go.
Today's actually his birthday. Shout out to Don. Says, Jacoby Jones, we love you in Baltimore. Did Tomlin trip you? I almost broke my TV on that play.
I almost broke him on that play. I should have.
What would have happened had you actually made contact with him?
That's what I want to know.
Would they have had to give us a tutty?
They would have to give us a tutty.
I would assume.
Yeah, it's a clear path, right?
Yeah, like it's kind of crazy that he did that. Oh, look at this. We got a troll in the chat.
And then Mossy says, how are y'all feeling about the game? Edgy, you're excited. How are you feeling about this matchup against the Chiefs and the Ravens?
Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm confident about it.
Feeling confident about it?
Yeah, man. Them boys coming to play. They focused. They locked in.
Right. Absolutely.
Now, Pat Mahomes is on the other side, and his playoff record is pretty incredible. What this defense on the Ravens side is historic. They led the league in sacks, turnovers, points.
When you're in the playoffs, it's a one-season game. I don't care nothing about them stats.
Right.
You got to come play right now.
Right. You got to come to the bank.
You got to come to the bank. You got to come to play right now.
I love that.
Now, everybody's saying Tomlin tried to trip you. Yeah, he did. He did, ladies and gentlemen. He tried to trip him.
Plain and simple.
He tried to trip him.
Facts.
And he got fined like 100 racks.
They should have sent that shit to me.
Right. Send it right to your bank account, direct deposit.
Yeah.
Tomlin should have been.
Oh, he did. He got 100,000.
Woo!
Woo!
I think is what he ended up getting fined for
Yeah,
that.
that's now. I'm kind of curious as a receiver when Rashad Bateman. Every metric shows he's gaining more separation than any receiver in the league, but yet it doesn't seem like the production is matching that number. When you see Rashad Bateman, what do you think about him as a player?
He's a good player. You know, I think he's still a little young, but I mean, he makes his plays though. You know,
Yeah.
he makes his plays when the ball comes to him. He gonna be a hell of a player. He still got growth.
Okay, I like that. Let's see. Jax has a comment here. Oh, my fault. Jax says, "Wish I could be there. Thanks for all the memories you gave us. What's your favorite memory as a Raven, Jacoby?"
When the clock struck 0 in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't beat that.
You can't beat that. You can't beat that. But does it like what's crazy is like as a football player. I mean, I know it's been football to you your whole life, but like me and my pops, like it's more than football for like us to spend time together, to build memories together. Like when fans come up to you and they mention the memories that you helped build for them and their family, is that like what's that mean for you?
Mean a lot, man. But I just tell them I just was playing, man. You know, I'm a real humble person. You know, I don't brag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it means a lot, though. Man.
I mean, it's got to be cool to make everybody's day when you walk in the room.
Hey, man,
That's got to be
they make
cool.
my day for real.
Hey, we love that. We absolutely love that. So the other thing, Glenn talked about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs coming into the bank, things like that. You said you're confident about this game.
Yeah.
What is it outside of the focus? Is there something in particular, a few things in particular you think that has given the Ravens the best opportunity in this game? Like, what do you think that they have that is an advantage?
Because they being consistent to themselves outside the game. You know what I'm saying? They probably taking care of their bodies, of course.
Right.
They give me more film stuff. It's the little consistent thing. That's what it is.
Right. And the other question I had, we were kind of talking about this off air before we started, but Zay Flowers. If any of you were here last time at the show, I gotta bust chops for one Qadri Ismail, one of the great
He
Ravens.
said we're
wide
going to
receivers.
trade Mark Andrews.
He said that Charlie Kohler was going to become our number one tight end. We're going to trade Mark Andrews, and that Zay Flowers was not going to be our number one wide receiver this year. None of those things have happened. Zay Flowers is clearly our number one wide receiver, and that's really what I want to talk about. Zay Flowers, the dude is an absolute joystick. He's so fun to watch. I mean, talk to us as a wide receiver. What makes him so good?
Well, for one, you got Odell Beckham as a mentor.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, Lamar gonna help him along the way. And I'm like I said, he's young, and they out there having fun though. You know what I'm saying? He playing like he's not. I mean, like he's you had Burt, but Yonder was that man on the line. You know what I'm saying? He'll get us going, he'll get the huddle going. So we played in Denver, you know, it's cold as shit. This fucker just hit his face with water. We're in the huddle. I'm looking at him. So get this shit done. Within 2 seconds, his beard was froze. I'm just sitting there looking at it like, this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah, it's another day on the farm for Marshall Yonda, man. I tell you what, and I know Marshall Yonda's your dad's favorite player.
Yeah.
Certainly.
He's lost a lot of weight, too.
Yeah, a lot of them Burke did too.
Yeah.
He looked wild.
Looks incredible. No, but yeah, absolutely. We love Marshall Yonda here, and really, really excited about.
Now I got to ask you about the character Terrell Suggs,
Dude.
because to me he seems like the most fun in practice that I've ever seen. What was it like practicing and playing with Terrell Suggs?
The way he practiced, the way he played, he had fun.
Yeah,
He gonna talk that shit on. He gonna talk that shit out there. He'll talk shit to you. He don't care.
Now, I got to ask a follow-up question about Suggs, because Terrell Suggs was so physically gifted as a
Yeah.
football player. He's a massive human being, incredibly athletic,
Yeah.
but a lot of people think that he relied solely on that. I like to believe that Terrell Suggs was also incredibly intelligent as a football player.
He was a hell of a player. He was smart, man.
Yeah,
He was smart. Come on, man. Trust me. To be a player like that,
yeah.
he was gifted, man. And the crazy thing about Suggs, let me tell you, we you know, you got cold, real cold. About cold as shit. You know, you gotta cut your car on first before you get in it. So I'm pulling up. It's like about 5 in the morning. I get up to the stadium, and I'm like, damn, somebody left their car running. It's just running. So I go and I'm like, hey man, who car that is outside running? Sees in the cold, so he said, oh, that's mine. I said, no, that's your car. He said, yeah, I know it's on. I'm sitting there like, what? You gonna leave it on?
Right.
He left that son of a bitch running till 6 afternoon. That's some shit, man. That's how you know you're rich.
He kept it
never
warm.
seen that, man.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good.
That poor radiator, man, was struggling.
He every morning he'll leave that sucker running to the end of the day.
Daring somebody mess with it.
Ain't nobody gonna mess with it.
Right.
It's in the facility.
Right.
When we realized, I'm like, it got me. This is the first time I seen it done. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey man, you left your car on?
Yeah. Yeah. Now on the 2012 team, you guys got any pranksters?
Huh?
On the 2012 team, do you guys have any pranksters messing around?
You looking at it?
Ah.
You looking at Tory was.
Okay.
Bernard Pollard and Vontae Leach. Not Bernard Pollard. Another Bernard.
Pierce?
Yes, yeah.
Vontae Leach.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed he was a prankster.
Well, that's big goofy.
Really? See, he don't show that goofy side to us and the fans.
Man, play all day, bro.
Really? Wow.
That's
That's shocking.
and then just knock your head off in the game.
Yeah, and then just
Wait, let's see.
absolutely.
Vontae was also in where Reeves to the Ravens. Was he down in Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Were you guys down in Houston together? Yeah. So you already
And
knew.
Bernard Pollard. All three of them was together.
Yeah, so you already
Oh,
knew.
that's when he hurt Tom Brady playing with Houston. Or no, was he with the Chiefs then?
No.
Because
Bernard.
Bernard hurt his knee. He hurt the. That's
He
where
hurt
they
Brady's
changed the
knee.
rule and they made it to where you couldn't hit quarterbacks low because
Yeah.
Brady got hurt.
Yeah.
Bernard just known for knocking people out and hurting people.
Hey, man,
you know?
that dude. And you know what? He be going crazy on the field, cussing all this right there. As soon as it's over with, he be like, he get his Bible, tell people, hey, man, stop cussing around here.
So he's a different animal on the field.
Yeah, that's motherfucking retarded, man.
I mean, when he knocked out, who was it? Ridley?
And the running back,
Yeah.
he
Did
did a split.
He was slumped. He folded over himself.
When that happened, I was like, this ball game.
Yeah.
We went right back and scored.
Yeah.
Knocked this
Ball
dude
game.
unconscious on the field. I mean,
So you certainly, obviously, through the Super Bowl run, we're at a lot of memorable moments for the Ravens.
Oh,
but there
man.
had to be, I mean, obviously, Super Bowl is everything, but being there, Ray's last home game.
oh
I
yeah.
mean, what was that like?
When he came out. And
Yeah,
all
he came
that.
out, was in the last play
Oh,
against the
that
Colts.
was electrifying, man. When he came out, it was like, it was a wrap.
Yeah,
Coach didn't have a chance.
and yeah, no.
So if you look at it, we broke it down like this. We had beat the future.
Yep,
We beat the past,
yep,
the present, and the now.
yep.
All four
All four of them.
All four of them.
That's right, and that was an epic run. I tell people sometimes that aren't anything more than casual fans, I'll tell them Joe Flacco had the most epic run as a quarterback in Super Bowl
Beat
history.
Peyton Manning,
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Andy Luck.
And that's
Colin
why
Kaepernick.
that's why you really look at why he got MVP too. He threw 11 touchdowns, no picks
Right.
in that
Right.
run.
Right.
Easy, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's the playoffs though. This ain't the Super Bowl, and what you did in the Super Bowl was
Out of this
insane.
Out of this world.
And I gotta ask you, what felt better, the 56-yarder or the 108-yarder?
Yeah, that big catch.
The big
or
catch
kick
where you
return?
fall, get up, make a couple, and then go in?
That's a tough question. I like them both.
Because you done it all.
I gotta make
Does
it
a
choose.
long catch feel better than a great return? Like
It's
what?
about what for me.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
same.
know. It's
Right.
the same.
Yeah.
A touchdown, the touchdown.
Yeah.
It could have been a
But
fumble recovery in the end zone. I'd have been.
Yeah, as long as you're in, right?
Hey, I thought when you made that long catch, got up, and you had the two guys in front of you, you had to outrun. First of all, I said it's over. Nobody's even going to touch
Oh,
it,
yeah.
right? Like that, not a chance. But man, it was the funniest in the world. It made me think of a kid that falls down playing tag, gets up, gets his bearing, and he's like, "Yep,
That's where I get it from. Playing it and tag.
there
Yeah.
you go."
That's where I get
That's
it from.
exactly what it
Yeah.
felt like, man. Like
That's what I do. Play it
this
and
is
tag.
over. This guy's not touching. I mean,
No.
he doesn't have a chance.
First of all, he hit too hard.
Right.
I had just got up. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat him to the pylon. Now look, I said, shit me. No sir.
Not today.
No, buddy.
Not today.
That is
Now,
incredible.
when you see you mentioned Ray Rice earlier, obviously had the issues that he had with what transpired with him and his wife. Since that day, he's done a ton to kind of fix that image. He's done a lot in the community.
Ray straight, man. Ray fine. You know, things happen. They still happily married. Their
Yep.
kids happy, but they
Were
leave
you-
that alone, man. They
Yeah.
good, bro. They good.
So were you happy? Yeah, I think you were happy.
They're human.
Yeah. Yep.
They're human. Just the fact that he has a name, they will exploit that shit.
I still say
what I'm
say
saying?
to this day that Ray Rice is the only player that we've seen properly go and take the steps to rehabilitate himself.
Yeah, he's
and
the only
actually
one
make the
who did
wrongs
all
right.
that.
Yeah.
All the other guys, just a lot of them kept doing the same thing.
Right.
Not, gave unsincere apologies, but Ray Rice took all the proper steps, did
Right.
all the right things.
And
That takes courage, man.
It's some bullshit. They didn't give him another chance.
Absolutely is. I couldn't agree. I couldn't
And now we don't even see the hey diddle diddle Ray Rice up the middle
Yeah.
on TV anymore. It's pretty much gone because of what happened. But I think it's pretty impressive that the Ravens honored him and
Yeah.
made him a legend of the game, even though it could open the door for some criticism
Right.
from some fans. So it's pretty cool Because look, if there's not a road to redemption for him after what he's done, then who does get a second chance? Who gets that road to redemption? So I like seeing it.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of hey diddle diddle, Ray Rice up the middle, that block that Quan laid on Eric Weddle.
I saw from about where he was at. When I it was run type shit. So everybody was just running. Thought he was gonna throw it up. And look, I turned around, and I looked back. I said, "Damn, how you get the ball to Ray?" I'm like, man, everybody trying to run back to get a block. And Ray was coming. I just see Anquan. Like, damn. And Ray fell right there. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Now, in the moment when that happened, I said the result does not mean it was the right play. In my opinion, he should have thrown the ball past the sticks. What do you think?
We was just running.
I mean, he throws the ball 5 yards in front of him, and Ray just made it happen.
On 4th down.
Crazy.
Yeah, like, in my opinion, throw the ball past the sticks.
That's when you know who's going to win that shit.
Yeah, like, it was a wrap.
I tell you what, I had the opportunity to chat with Eric Weddle one time, and
he's a good guy, too.
Great guy, yeah. Eric Weddle's awesome. Like, he said he doesn't remember anything from that hit to the parking lot.
I bet he don't.
Don't remember a thing. Not getting undressed, not the locker room, not the post game, not a thing until he gets in his car. I mean, changed his world. Absolutely changed his world. I'm glad he remembered his last name after that one, man.
And made him want to be a Raven.
Yeah, and then he ended up coming to Baltimore, man.
He's in Baltimore.
Yeah, we love Eric. Another short tenure guy that had a big impact here in Baltimore.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah,
he had an impact anywhere, man.
Yeah, glad he ended up getting that ring.
I played with him in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up retiring as a Raven. What is it like? Because I see all these players. Vonta Leach retired as a Raven, spent most of his time elsewhere. Eric Weddle, same thing. Why do you think it is that these guys want to retire as Ravens as opposed to a team where they may have spent way more years?
Because the love here is different, man. They let you, like I said, they let you be you. Mm-hmm. They don't let you play your game.
Right.
It's just the love in that castle, man. Being in that castle, the whole organization.
Right. It was even cool when Steve Smith came in. Steve just came in and was himself, like you're saying.
Yeah.
They let him be him, play his game, talk his talk.
That's sucker. That's crazy, man.
That dude, he'll punch anybody in the mouth off.
We just talked about Eric Weddle and Steve Smith.
That dude is wild.
Two great youths, is all I'm saying.
Oh, here we go.
Great
University of Utah graduate here.
Just saying,
loving the youths here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Steve, man. Look. Hey, man. Steve out there, man. We in practice. I think the first day of camp. But I ain't gonna say the player name who got hit. He want to call out Steve Smith on the blocking drill.
Oh no.
So Steve was just standing there looking. Before I look back at Steve, I said, "Oh shit."
It's a problem.
They lined up. They said, "Hut." Steve punched the shit out of him. Boom! 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 We're like, oh, hold up, Steve. We talking about blocking drill.
Right.
Yeah. That's a wild guy right there, man. I thought he was going to beat up Michael Irvin on the set of the NFL Network.
I know, man.
He said something about his route running.
Oh, yeah, he was going there.
He dressed him down on live TV.
Yeah.
He was like, I was better than you at every moment of my career. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Talking to a Hall of Famer like that with no hesitation.
Steve don't care.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt.
Now look, we're gonna have everybody a break from our voices. We're gonna go hang out and mingle for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have some super chats, so we're gonna get to these, and then we're gonna take a break, and we'll come back and we'll get to this matchup and the. Here we go. All right, so hey JJ, what was going through your mind on the kick return touchdown? You talked about a little bit of this earlier.
Did you ever look at yourself on the screen?
Like watch it play?
Yeah, when I did.
Did you?
So when they put that play in, and when dude missed me, I put my head down. I started digging. I looked up. I said, "Nah, bro, you're not about to catch me. Bro. You're not about to catch me, man."
Oh, that is awesome.
Appreciate the super chat,
Yeah,
Connor.
thanks, Connor.
Thank you, sir. Next one, Don C. again. Jacoby, if you watched the Rams game, did you love seeing Tylan Wallace run that pump back? It reminded me of you.
Once again,
yes, sir.
On that play. We should. The Rams game, young buck ran it back.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell yeah. I was running with him.
Right.
I was running with him.
All right, that is awesome.
Appreciate it, Don C. As always, your generosity. J-Dub says, hey, J-Dub, where are you at today? I thought you were supposed to come out tonight.
Yeah.
Say, hey, could you ask Jacoby if he's still cool with Karina? Zendaya and them did their thing, but our boy Jacoby should have won that Dancing with the Stars for real. Oh, okay. Ask about your time dancing.
Now I ain't talked to Koreans in there in a minute. You know, they ain't got super Hollywood, so they
Right.
and they are big in the movies now.
Yeah.
Well, we prefer Jacoby Jones.
Yeah,
She's
So,
a power couple now, right?
Oh, yeah,
Her
yeah.
and Spider-Man.
much rather take Jacoby Jones.
How
So-
was that though, being on there? Was that
Oh,
fun?
it was cool as hell. You'd be surprised. Like Kelly Pickler was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Workout? Was that a workout for you?
It was. It was a lot of cardio. You go 6 hours a day, right? Every day. But what I would do, I would piss her off so she'd kick me out of practice. They had a damn pool. We had a pool party going on in the hotel. Hell yeah, every day 11 o'clock. They be boom, boom. I'm like, come on, let's get this dance over with. Practice over? No. One more time. All right, I'm leaving. Fuck you, JJ. She she's rushing.
Oh,
That could have helped your celebrations if you had done Dancing with the Stars before all that.
No, I actually did a dance from in the end zone.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Ravens O's Nation. The lights going out was
Yeah,
still whack.
what's your
man.
take on that? Because everybody has
A lot of
Ray
conspiracy
still
theories.
thinks it's a conspiracy. Ray thinks they shut the lights off.
Or was it Beyonce's fault?
Listen to me. I'm born and raised from New Orleans.
Right.
The lights didn't go out during Katrina in the Superdome.
Hey.
So you think Goodall was down there?
Boom! Somebody at Buffalo Wild hit the fucking button.
But I mean, and to that point, like momentum seemed to like how important is momentum? Like,
I mean, we sitting out there for 30 minutes trying to stretch shit. Me and Torres playing it. That's how we stay loose.
Right.
We run around tagging each other.
Right.
You know, I don't stretch. They over there stretching.
Right.
yeah, no, you're playing tag.
Yeah.
You're playing tag.
Well, look, we're gonna take a brief break. We're gonna let everyone just mingle for a little bit, and we'll come back. So what do you say? 7:45, 15 minutes. That work for you, Jacoby? 7:45. All right, cool.
All right, boys. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, it's going on, everybody. That's right. My man. Hey, Jacoby, you think you could we got this little ball. We got this little ball here.
It's like even though that I get louder, they get louder. So then like they would break off. I'll like kind of follow them. I'll follow them.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is my son Cam.
What's up, John?
Super excited to meet you. He wants to be a receiver one day.
Hey, all you gotta do
is
lock in.
We got lots of names on here.
How you doing?
Trying to set me up there. He's over college spot.
Oh man, you good? You got it, man.
So I had a big party going on, right? We was at my place, and I hosted my family and everything. I got the TV on the tail end all down on my house and all. Whole family's here, and nobody. We're losing. We're living a big game. We're losing 7. I woke up in the house. And a lot of people there. And I go up to the house, get a drink, I come back out of the house, and my brother's running up the steps. Son, we tied the goddamn game up. And I didn't even see the son of a bitch. I didn't even see it, I swear to God. And then I'm like, oh my God. So, and then Tucker made the kick after you did. So,
No man.
I'll tell you what, humble or not.
What's up?
Yeah, I said humble or not.
What's up?
You fucking good. Hey,
I appreciate
motherfucker.
it.
Hey, and the run in the Super Bowl,
Yes, sir.
I don't know what stole your best friend's girlfriend or something. I don't know what happened with that one, man. But I tell you what, hey, can I get you some of this?
I ain't got no more.
I don't give a shit.
Don't have one.
Don't have one? I'll get one.
Look.
I appreciate it.
Look.
I appreciate it.
They go too. My man, you good?
So I have two questions for you. One, do you think Baltimore against the Ravens that led you to Baltimore?
Yeah. It was.
And can you still hit that 4-3?
Oh no, I had popped my quad not too long ago, man. Running routes. Yeah, I'm on some mission now. Yeah, me neither. I'm barely walking right now.
Is this shit ever good to you? Or are you just like, shit, you got it?
I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it.
Can I get a picture of the
Yeah.
You take a photo for you guys? I like these. I always mess them up. I'm always like, come here when somebody else takes a picture. I gotta tell you, I'm sure you heard this 1,000 times. I was in a fucking Buffalo Wild Wings watching the Superbowl. It was about 80% Ravens fans, 20% San Francisco, and you like I just got crap. It was awesome. Thank you.
That's it.
Next door to this bar for 29 and a half years.
Hey, look, you got lighting all over that.
Also, I wore this shirt when they talked about how I was down in the corner crying. I didn't know what the fuck was at this bar. It was called Tavern. And I was so sad. I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, please, Mr. Jacoby, come and touch this stuff. This is the only chance we have. So, if you're like, please sign the back of my shirt. I wanted to ask you about my time.
She wake up with no pants on. You good? Oh, man, you good?
Oh, you got that? I'm just saying now.
Oh, man.
I tried to look for something different sign, which is trying to look at jersey.
Oh, you good?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You understand what it means to have you in the show?
My man, what's up, bro?
And you got my man's boss.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right. It's not heat. It's not heat. Good here somewhere. Think about
Yeah.
Good seeing you, Mike. Take care of yourself.
What's up? How you doing, good? Good, right? How you doing? What's up, boys? How you? You good? Huh? Oh, I got you. I got you. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, take it in.
You do 2 Ellie's, ELLIES over here. Right. Ellie's, ELLIES. I got working now. I see the signal.
It's my wife, son. Appreciate it. Anywhere you want, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. How's that over there? That's Woody. Oh, that's man. Are you able?
Yeah, I need another. Yeah. How you doing, man? Yeah. Okay, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Huh? It don't bother me. If I see him, it's hard to get the Lamar Jackson.
We were downstairs when you caught the Mama Miracle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And we were at the Thanksgiving game. Tommy tried to cook it.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit.
Yeah, you're up.
Everybody keep texting you right now.
That was unbelievable. Return for the touchdown.
Shit, yeah, it wasn't on me. It wasn't on me.
I think you were definitely a challenger for MVP in that game with that return. That was nuts.
Man, I appreciate it.
Are you gonna be good?
Yeah, that's all happening. I appreciate you doing all this, man. I know I saw everybody. Oh, well, it never ended. What's up, man? How you doing, Luke? What's going on, Luke? Hey, man, since I was a child. What's going on, man? Yeah. Go ahead, get in there. Yeah. You might catch my mug in the picture. I'm sorry in advance. Yeah, get some keys or something. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, shit, you been through? I can't believe you. You ain't been killed already. Grab my neck.
I was worried about it. Oh, damn. I'm gonna get security. Yeah. So aggressive. All right, cool. So, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, we'll get your prediction. How about that? Get your prediction.
Oh yeah, doubt, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. I be on this other side, and they be like, Oh.
Okay. Oh, we're on? Oh, you want to unmute? Oh, we're on. You can hear us? Hey, can we do the speakers? What? Where's Bobby at? Bobby!
Yeah, buddy. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it, as we had a little intermission, and Jacoby was absolutely swarmed by the fans, which
Yeah. I got you.
yeah.
Hey. Yeah, keep going.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so Jacoby, before we let you go, the big game's this Sunday. We can't let you out of here without giving us a little bit of insight into what you expect this Sunday. So, what's your prediction on what happens, who wins, what's the margin, all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a game. All right, so by both teams, they both dogs. They both got offense. They both got defense. And the Ravens are used to that type of football by playing AFC North. So I think it's gonna be like a 7-point or 10-point game, maybe a 3-pointer.
All right.
I don't think it's gonna be like a blowout on either side. It's gonna be right and tight.
And are the Ravens coming out victorious?
Of course.
Love it.
Child, please.
Love it.
Now, one thing I do want to add, because you mentioned offense and defense.
Yeah.
Their special teams coordinator is considered by some to be the best of all time to do it for the Chiefs. Apparently, he was there for Hester for a lot of his returns, and he draws it up. Do you? And let's be honest, the Ravens had a snafu on special teams, gave up the punt return, had a horrible punt. How big of a role could special teams play in this game?
Well, special teams, if you can't kick, you can't win. That's for one.
Yeah.
Two, but special teams win the game because they flip in the field.
Yeah.
3 points matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 3 points matter. Sometimes that 3-point turn and you get the touchdown to turn to 10.
Right.
When it comes to punt, and it goes to punt return, our goal as a returner, I want to get my goal is at least to get 15 yards. They tell some people get 10 to 12.
Yeah.
And if I get 15 yards in the punt return, that shit going to the box.
Right.
It's over with.
Right.
It's going to the box.
Well, look, man, we are so grateful for you coming out. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Folks, let's all give Jacoby Jones a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Honestly, Jacoby, I got to get sentimental for a second. I feel like we all sometimes go through life on cruise control, and in every year we get rare opportunities to make memories. Today, you made a memory for all of us. Thank you so much for being with us. We hope you enjoy the rest of the evening and enjoy the game. Thank you once again, the whole community online. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all, and it's all love right here, baby. I'm always, anytime they come calling, I come running.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you, Jacoby Jones,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Jacoby. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, this is going to be an exciting game. I know every Ravens fan. I mean, look, going around Baltimore, everyone's got their purple on. I mean, it's Purple Friday.
That's right, baby.
Everyone's got it. I mean, there's a Ravens jersey on everybody's back, and I love to see it. I mean, if you're not out right now in the city, I mean, you got to get down here and feel the magic. I mean,
it's incredible.
It's at some point, if you're not here this weekend, you're missing out. Point blank, period. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're so excited to get into this breakdown of this game. Of course, the way we're going to finish up the show, before we get to our over and unders, as always, if you guys watch the show, we're going to do our matchup breakdown, our defense against their offense. We're going to flip the coin, do our offense against their defense, get them our keys, our breakout players, and then, of course, our highly anticipated, highly competitive.
Appreciate you again.
Shout out, Jacoby. Thanks, man. Thank you so much, man. Travel safe.
Yeah, be safe out there tonight.
And of course, we'll be sure to participate in our overs. Thanks so much, man. We'll be in contact for sure. Thank you. But one last round of applause for Jacoby Jones. Third time's a charm, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Jacoby.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, guys. Thank you. Hopefully, it still matters that we're here. We're still here with you. But we're still here.
Yeah, we're still here. We're still
right.
here.
Oh, switch back to Old Faithful. Hold on.
All right, here we go.
Hold on.
Are we on? There we go.
Yeah,
All right, I want to get to Doug's super chat. Hey, gentlemen, are you still going to the game? It looks like 100% rain. How does this affect the game? Could we meet up? So, yes, we could absolutely meet up. We just gotta find a way to make that happen amidst the crowd. But yeah, of course we're going to the game. I don't care what the weather is.
Yeah.
It could be raining lava, and I'm gonna be at that game with an umbrella over my head. I mean, there's no doubt. Now, as far as how it affects the game,
Well, wait a second. Is the poncho in the trunk?
dude,
Is it locked and
the
loaded?
poncho's still in the trunk, but a rain suit has been added to the trunk because a poncho only covers so much. I need full coverage, top to bottom, hair to tootsies, full rain suit. Okay, there will be no water getting to this body. Let me tell you, Jimbo, my body, my temple. Okay, and it's a rainproof, waterproofing. Okay,
I love it. But
as far as how
who said water's good for you?
Yeah, exactly. Who needs it? Who needs it? I just need Gatorade. But as far as how the rain can affect it, Jimbo, that's what has me most disappointed. Sure, I'd like it as a fan for it to be beautiful for all the fans to enjoy it and not have to worry about all the extra clothes and all that. But how it affects the game, Jimbo, it's got me a little bit. Whoa, hey now, sound guy Bob, sound guy Bob. No, but how it affects the game is I hate how the weather can muck things up. I want both these teams at their best, Jimbo, because if the Ravens are at their best, no team beats them.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, but I also got to say this. I don't even think it matters. It can rain, snow, sleet, hail. I don't care. I think the Ravens are the better football team, and it really depends on them being themselves, playing their best game. We've seen it this year. One of the things about this offense in particular, look, the defense is always going to show up to play, but the offense has won games in a myriad of ways. So however you want it, we'll give it to you. However you want it.
Yeah.
No, right? This is Burger King. You come in the bank, you can have it your way. It's just going to be an L, right? Like it's like Henry Ford. You can have any color as long as it's black.
Well, what about the fact that in a rainy day, somebody could slip, a ball could get dropped, the exchange could be fumbled?
Yeah, ask Travis Kelce about that.
Now, that's true. He had three drops last week.
Yeah.
3 drops. Yeah. I mean, look.
I ain't worried about it is what I'm saying.
Things could happen. That's what makes me worried.
I hear you, but they got to play in it too.
That's true.
They got to play in it too. Just like Marcus Williams said this week, they got to come see us.
That's right. That's right. And no better place to play football than M&T Bank. Appreciate the generosity. Don C, happy 18th birthday to Mo Gabba. We miss you. Wish you were here. No doubt.
Shout out to Mo Gabba.
How cool is it that they still are recognizing Mo in the end zone?
On
It's a
for
beautiful
eternity,
thing.
man.
I
On
love
for
it.
eternity. Absolutely. Shout out to Mo
What an
Gabba.
impact. I used to listen to that kid call the radio station
Yep.
every single day.
Yep.
Get people pumped up, the positivity. I mean, that kid was incredible, man.
Yeah, if
So
you
we
can't
certainly
find
miss him.
positivity in your life after listening to Mo Gabba, it's your problem.
That's a you thing,
Your
no doubt. Thank you, Don C. Wish you were here. Kieran Martin says, hey, guys, let's go. Going to the Royal Rumble tomorrow. Can't wait for Sunday. Dang, is the Royal Rumble tomorrow?
Is it?
That's a big event. It's a big event.
I
dude.
literally I know nothing about any of that.
Look, I used to be a big wrestling fan. Those days are behind me, but nothing like a Royal Rumble, Jimbo.
Hey.
Nothing like it. It's
Look,
insanity.
The way
It's
I see it,
insanity.
Royal Rumble is 3:00 on Sunday in the bank.
That's a real beatdown,
That's
Jimbo.
a royal beatdown. That's right.
But
That's
appreciate it, Karen. Now let's get into this matchup.
Yeah, let's talk
Jimbo.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Look, they talk about the defense. They talk about how this is the best defense that we've seen from Kansas City. So I want to go over some stats with
Sure,
you, okay?
let's do it. Let's go over this best defense stats.
I mean, I'm telling you, this is a really good defense. So
Sure.
opponents' points per game, they're second. They give up 17.1 a game.
Yawn.
Yards, they're third. 292.5 per game on average.
Mhm.
Third down percent, they're eighth, Jimbo. They allow opponents offensively to convert at 36.4% on third down. Rushing yards. It gets a little dicey for them. They're 18th in yards per game. They give up 115 a game on the ground. And here, more importantly, they're 25th in yards per carry, 4.5 yards per carry. So that's
Don't
not
the
so
Ravens
good.
let up less than 4.5 yards per play defensively?
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. We're
So-
gonna, we got that defense, Jimbo. There's no worry. Now, as far as passing, they're fourth. They give up just 177.5 opponent passing yards per game, Jimbo. So this is a solid defense.
Yep.
Of course, led by Steve Spagnuolo, where I don't think you'll get a better defensive coordinator other than Mike McDonald here in Baltimore, and especially when you look at his playoff resume. Even when they've had down years,
Yep.
they've always stepped it up and played well in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know that the defense has a lot to hang their hat on. I know they have a lot to be excited about. But first of all, we talk about your run game being a team decision, a team commitment.
Yeah.
Andy Reid doesn't care about defense, doesn't care about so that's one thing. But the other thing is that I've said it all along, Lamar Jackson is simply one of one. I know they played Lamar in the past, but it's really hard to simulate Lamar Jackson. It's been since, when was the last game we played?
Oh,
Yeah, you can close the books on it. I don't see it unless we stub our own toe.
I got
That's the
you.
only caveat.
Now they do got some guys. Chris Jones
Yep.
is the guy who everybody knows. He's probably second only to Aaron Donald as interior
Hey,
defensive
Metabika's got
lineman.
something to say about that.
No doubt,
But
no
you're
doubt.
right,
Rising
you're right.
star. But
Chris
if you look
is
at the
incredible.
totality, he's had a hell of a career. And he's a guy that they move inside, they move outside. They'll let him bull rush your tackle. let our big offensive tackles,
Yep.
which, by the way, we just had the best game of Ronnie Stanley all season.
Yep.
And I think we can take advantage of it. The thing that has me concerned, of course, is Chris Jones. And if we see the return of Ronnie Stanley's issues of anchoring,
Yep.
Chris Jones is going to test that anchor, Jimbo.
Yeah, that's true. He's a different type of rusher, but I think we also talked about this in Texan game. You talked about the edge guys they have. They're a little slight.
Yep.
And look, we saw what we did in the run game
Mm-hmm.
with pushing those guys. We ran for what, 220?
Over 200.
Yeah, over 200 yards against. They were second in the league, if I'm not mistaken, in defending
Yards
the
per
run.
carry. Yep.
But the matchup is what makes the fight, right? So
No
I
doubt.
think, just like you said, leaning on them, get them sucking wind, going at them, I think really makes a big difference in this game. I think that's how we get at their defense. Look, not only is our defense the most physical defense in the NFL, I like to think that our offense is one of the most physically imposing offenses in the NFL. And you know those boys like to get headed forward.
Yeah.
They love it. They get giddy about it. So I think that I think we have an opportunity here. We've seen that the defending the run is not their strong suit.
It's not, but and the problem with the Ravens in the past is that teams have said, okay, it's not our strong suit, true, but we're going to load 8 men in the box, have more than you can block, and they've had success. And the difference this year is the Ravens can counter that with an effective and efficient passing
because
game.
you're not playing honest anymore.
And that's the biggest problem with defense is that they just can't simply load the box and dare us to throw it because now we got talent on the outside and we got to. The elite number one corners aren't effective against the Ravens because we don't have that guy like Allen that we can stick the ball to. Everyone needs a show. Zay Flowers ends up being our leading target here in a lot of games. So that doesn't mean in a one-game season, Odell Beckham can't be our target leader. Peyton can't be our target leader. We move guys around all over the field. So we're just so much more prepared with that in front and that dare you to throw type of defense than we ever were in the past.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to be honest. I used it as my key to the game offensively against the Texans, but I think ultimately our key to the game here, it doesn't have to be a Gus game. I've been wanting forever, but Lamar Jackson right now averaging 94 rushing yards per playoff game. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, 5th in NFL history as it stands right now.
And that's including everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Running back. That's not just quarterbacks. I think he's number one. But the reason I'm bringing that up is because our rushing attack as a whole, if we can go at them, get their hands on their hip, get them sucking wind, I think that we can really neutralize what makes this defense good, which is their pass rush, ability to the quarterback. You get them sucking wind, their pass rush is going to get weak.
That's it.
And so I really feel like we have a solid opportunity in front of us. We have to take it. But my key to the game is stay true to the run game. And I'll add to that, one thing we saw in the first half, look, now I got keys. I got problems. I got keys, right? But Monken and Lamar, I've said it before, they're not the most patient humans on the face of the planet. Let's stay patient.
Yeah.
Let's stay patient and take what the defense gives us. Look, just like Coach Boone said in Remember the Titans, it's like Novocaine, works every time. Just give it time, right?
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got. So that's my key to the game. And I'll tell you what, my breakout player, I'm staying true to last week, Glenn. Okay. I'm riding with him.
Let me hear it.
4-3, Justice Hill.
I'm not mad.
Justice Hill is my breakout player of the game. I think he gets in the end zone.
Come a long way.
I mean,
in 2019, you were all on Gus, and Justice, you were ready to say goodbye. You were hungry. But he didn't go under that.
No, absolutely not. And I think that Monken loves the way that he can play the game, the way that he's so valuable in a number of different sets. He gets in the end zone, 80-plus all-purpose yards in this game for Justice Hill.
I love it. I love that. Well, I think what we need to do, my key to this game is look, they're going to see that run defense, but I want to see what we saw to start the second half against the Texans.
Okay.
I want to see us pass the ball to open up the run. I want to see us score quick through the air and then wear them out in the second half with the run game.
I like it.
I don't want to see us flipping things around and trying to get and just bludgeoning into it. No, come out hot, come out beating those blitzes because we're going to see blitzes. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
Come out hot. And my breakout player, Isaiah Likely, man. I know Mark is back this week. I think they'll have a package for Mark Andrews, certainly in the red zone where his big body is most effective.
Yep.
But Isaiah Likely has proven that this dude is a matchup nightmare. You can't guard him with tight end. I mean, with linebackers, you damn sure can't guard him with no safeties. I mean, it's just a different type of animal what he brings to the table versus any of the great tight ends we've had in history because he's just such a crazy athlete.
Yep.
So I like Isaiah Likely to be a big early down target for Lamar Jackson. And look, it might be short passes as far as air yards, but don't be surprised if he puts a stiff arm in someone's face and turns something short into something much longer.
I mean, we saw it last week. We've seen it ever since he's really emerged.
No doubt.
I think that's one part of his game that people are under appreciating is his physicality. He welcomes it. He plays with it. Now let's switch it around. Talk about their offense versus our defense.
Yeah.
I know we're getting into statistics, but names off the top. Obviously, you got Isaiah Pacheco running like a zombie, right? You got Mr. High Knees himself out there, right?
Yep.
You got Patty Mahomes. You got Travis Kelce. You got Rice out there doing his thing.
Gotta worry about Rice. Yep.
Yeah, gotta respect him. There's no Zay Flowers, but
and then we got to talk about the X factor. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, when he catches the ball and makes big plays, he's a difference maker. They trust him in the red zone because he's 6'4", he's a big guy.
Yep.
But when he's not making plays and loses the confidence of his teammates and his coaching staff, they're a totally different offense. I mean, that guy opens things up down the field, along with Rashee Rice. I think a lot of people forget how fast – this team's still really fast. They don't have Tyreek Hill, but they still got Rashee Rice, who's sub 4.4. MVS is sub 4.4. They still got Mecole Hardman, who's an absolute burner.
2 fumbles, but still a burner.
But a burner, nonetheless. And then they got 2 good tight ends, obviously the Hall of Famer and Travis Kelce. But Noah Gray is on the field a lot.
He is. Yep. And who's the other guy? They got a third guy there.
Yeah, Blake Bell. I mean, they got a lot of guys, man. Yep. They got a lot of guys. And I think that the issue that they're going to have in this game is that when John Harbaugh decided to get away from Wink Martindale, it's because he ran so much man and left guys on islands so often that they had nothing for the Chiefs.
Yep.
So what Mike McDonald has employed is a zone-based defense with man and zone blitzes to go behind it. Yep. And I think what that does.
Thank you,
my guy. I'll see you, buddy.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
But what I think is really interesting is everyone's pointing to Kyle Hamilton's matchup with Travis Kelce, and he will be on him, certainly in man situations. But in zone, Roquan and PQ are freaks over the middle. Their speed and coverage ability is not something Kelce sees every day. He's not going to be able to just get open on these guys. And I think that's the biggest problem with their matchup is that they have Rashee Rice, who you got to worry about, but we don't give up big plays. We just don't give up big plays. So your best chance is Travis Kelce. But the problem is we got zone monsters over the middle, and then a man cover guy like Kyle Hamilton. I don't see it, Jimbo.
No, I'm with you. I think to add to your point, I'm going to double down and just say, not that. So I don't want to say the Chiefs are easy to cover. They're obviously not. They're in the AFC Championship game, but there are things that Mike McDonald has been successful at doing this season. And when you have a top-heavy offense, it's a struggle against Mike McDonald.
So much.
It just simply is. And so if you put him in a situation where if you remove a Travis Kelce, if you remove Isaiah Pacheco and what one of those two guys, and you make it dependent on one of them to beat the Ravens, it's simply not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Pat Mahomes can sit back there and whine, moan, complain all he wants. But if one of those guys if both of those guys don't absolutely go off, just like you said, I think their path to victory is slim. I want to know your defensive key to the game and who you see as your breakout player here.
Yeah, I mean, look, if people are going to say you got to stop Pat Mahomes, you got to stop Kelce, But to me, it's about Pacheco in this one because if you can stop Pacheco and make them one-dimensional, I don't care who it is, even the great Pat Mahomes at quarterback, when you're facing this defense that has guys playing all as one unit, that has smart playmakers at every single level, and it's just like the Orioles. They built from the inside out. And the same thing with all the great Ravens teams when they had Haloti Ngata, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. You want to be great up the middle. Well, now we got Meta BK, we got Roquan Smith, we got Kyle Hamilton. And then we got a bunch of other guys around them. To me, it's all about if you can stop Pacheco. Because, look, Andy Reid only runs the ball as a compliment to what he really wants to do, which is through the air. But if you let that distraction get going, if you let that sprinkling become more, then you have no shot. And I think that's what happened with the Bills last week. They let 98 yards come from Pacheco, And then it's too easy for Pat Mahomes if he's working ahead of the stick. So my
Yep.
thing is force him to 3rd and long, stop the run game, just like we did last week, and then take your chances with 3rd and long against Pat Mahomes because we got the horses in the scheme to stop it.
No, I'm with you there. Now, your breakout player then.
Oh, my breakout player? Man, this was a
I
tough
thought you were
one.
going right with Roquan
No,
after that.
I almost did but I've been thinking about it a lot because I thought Kyle Hamilton. I thought a lot of guys. I tell you where I'm going. Pat Queen's getting an interception.
Oh,
Pat
I
Queen,
like
because
it.
look, there's going to be some fear associated with Roquan.
Yep,
There's going to be fear. I don't know if quarterbacks quite still have that respect and fear of Pat Queen just yet.
Yep.
And so I think they'll challenge him if given the opportunity to choose. And I think Pat Queen's ready for the moment. I think he's ready for the show, and he's getting his hands on the ball, and he's going to have double-digit tackles.
Ooh.
Double-digit tackles
Ooh.
and an interception.
Hey, and look, I don't know. I'm sure it's on his mind every time he has a big game and a big game in the playoffs. That paycheck is piling and piling and piling up for next year. So I like that one.
Hey, let me ask you this. Is Joe Thuney going to play? Because
No, he's not playing.
there's
Cole
way,
Cole
right?
Jackson already said
He's owing
pretty
us a
sure
beer.
He's going to owe us, everyone a
Dude,
drink. So
That is such a bit because they're not great at tackle.
Well,
Their tackles
you're
aren't
leading
great.
right into my key.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay. Go. I mean,
Well, I
you
was
can
going to say,
preach.
they're really good inside. Creed Humphrey,
Yep.
all-pro. Thuney, all-pro. And
Yep.
then the right guard, Smith, what's his name? How am I missing this? Trey Smith. Yeah,
Yes.
I was right. Smith. Those three are really good. And what they do really well is they get to the next level. They get to your linebackers. And not every team has inside guys that can get to that next level. They can. So you got to take advantage where they're not so strong. Donovan Smith and Jawan Taylor, who they paid a lot of money to, can be had by our edge guys. And I think Kyle Van Noy and Clowney are in for a big day as well. But if Thuney can't get to the next level, then
Look at
they're
the
in
hoodie,
big
dude.
trouble.
Shout out, bro.
My man,
Love
I
it.
love it. Yes.
Hey, shout out.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah.
man. It's a shame you're leaving. I love to see
See you
that
later,
hoodie.
Bruno.
My man. Look at that hoodie. That's
Yeah,
a
man.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
My man. I appreciate you. Sorry, somebody left wearing our hoodie, so you got to give him a shout out. That's
right.
That's the first time I'd seen it.
It looks fresh,
It
doesn't it?
looks good. I've never even seen it before.
Yeah,
so
dude,
look at
it
that.
looks
That's
fresh.
pretty cool. And the
Yeah.
reason I bring up these injuries because Doug is super chatting about it. What about the Chiefs' injuries?
Yeah.
And look, if Thuney can't play, I can't express to you how big of a loss that is. That
Huge.
guy is a monster.
He's a wannabe Kevin Zeitler. No, I'm busting chops here.
He's a wannabe Marshall Yanda.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, obviously he's a great football player.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
look, I said this. I promise you, I've thought about this a long time, and I wanted to create a new key. But this was solidified it for me. Got a buddy came in town for the game. I think he knows a thing about football, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking football this afternoon. I've been thinking about this for a while, and he said, "Dude, who is the big guy in the middle that you guys have playing defense?" I said, "Look, that's 53 Michael Pierce, the one, the only Michael Pierce."
Yep.
Joe Thuney going out, potentially not playing. Even if he's playing, he's not going to be 100%. I said it last week, and I think that we saw that the disruption of the guys up front in the middle is going to make the interior defense, those defensive tackles, those guys on the inside, makes a huge impact. We saw that against Stroud, and I think even more so against Mahomes because, you create this concave around him is one thing, but you push the middle of the pocket, it's a whole different problem for him. Of course, unless the refs get away with the holding penalties, which is holding thing. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thank you
care,
so
buddy.
much.
Go Ravens.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Go Ravens, baby.
Ravens. Yeah.
So my key to the game is take advantage of the matchups you have up front from a defensive perspective. They're banged up offensive line. And look, my defensive key to the game, my defensive player of the game is Justin Metabike. I think he goes in there, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss.
Good.
Yeah, I think he's going to be an absolute animal out there and dominate. I cannot wait. I'm so looking forward to it.
I tell you what, though, that I brought up to Jacoby. I do think special team. Look,
Yeah,
we gotta tighten up on the punt
got to
unit.
tighten up.
You can't let that be the reason you lose the game because
Nope.
you're not covering kicks or you're punting the ball in the
Right.
middle of the field and letting returners run wild. Look, they got to clean it up because we know what we're going to get from Justin Tucker. We're getting through the uprights, but Harrison Bucker, he can kick them too. So that's not a. But they have what's considered to be one of, if not the greatest special teams coordinator.
Yeah.
And he comes up big in the playoffs. So don't give them any
Nothing.
room to build momentum off special teams. Can't do it.
I agree, and that's something we don't talk about enough as far as that being the third piece of the game. But you're absolutely right, Glenn. But
That's
look,
what kept them in the game
yeah,
last week. The Texans were motivated by that punt return.
yep. But look, I don't think we should keep the folks waiting any longer. I think it's time for the over-under.
Oh, it's time, ladies and
And of
gentlemen.
course, our
People's
over-under,
champ.
as always, for those of you that are here in the room and those of you who are online, BetUS is our gracious partner. Of course, BetUS sponsors our over-under competition. Use the promo code 410 or use the link that DK always graciously puts in the description. And
Yeah,
by the way,
buddy.
DK is killing it tonight. Thank you very much. Shout
Yeah,
out to
DK
DK.
is a legend.
Hello.
I mean, I would have been like, what do I do with these wires?
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a mess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, shout out to DK.
And
And,
look-
also, sound guy Bob, who's not in
Yeah.
the building, but you guys, sound guy Bob. I mean,
Yeah.
formerly Dr. Uncle, now sound guy Bob. He's got a lot of names, but appreciate him coming
And
out.
I just want to make it known that DK not only does our competition every week, he did it while doing all of this at the same time.
Legend.
But as I was mentioning, use the promo code. You can use the link in the description. They will match you plus some. So they'll do a 125% match, up to $2,500 for your initial deposit. Go make some money. Take the Ravens. Take the over. Lamar Jackson, the over-under is set, I think, from a betting standpoint,
three?
at 90,
What's
94 rushing
Oh,
yards is
yeah.
what it's set at for him.
Yeah.
Dude, I think you're pretty safe if you take the over because if he breaks one or two. Lamar ain't sliding. He's going for it all.
If he sees man coverage,
Oh, 60 yards. See ya. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. But let's get right into it. DK, what's the first one we got?
now, Jimbo, I know we're going this, but I just want to, because the people in the crowd are in the comments are asking, if you didn't see, Ravens' participation in practice today, 100%.
Oh, well,
100%.
let's go.
I mean, no one missed. No one? Tylen was even back in a limited basis.
Yeah,
It looks like both Mark Andrews and Marlon Humphrey are on track
Back in
to play. Definitely Mark Andrews. Marlon Humphrey may end up being a later decision, but
Sure.
he practiced all week, so
Yeah.
signs are
Mark's
pointing up.
going.
Signs are pointing
Let's
up,
go.
baby.
Great call. Great call. I'm glad you brought that out. All right, let's do this. First, over-under. Lamar Jackson rushing yards. This is the easiest one for me. I'm punching the over and not thinking twice about it. Lamar Jackson is going over 75 yards.
Easy.
Dude, by 3/4.
Dude.
3/4. Lamar Jackson over 75 yards.
Yeah.
What say you, my
Yeah,
friend?
over. Over. This is the playoffs.
That's right.
He knows what must be done. The ball
Yep.
must be moved by any means necessary. And if when he drops back, he doesn't see what he likes, he's taking off. And he's
Yeah.
going to do it just like he did last week. I think he goes over 100.
Hey, Munkin said when in big plays, Lamar likes the ball in his hands. And Munkin don't have a problem with that.
Who else do you want to have the ball in those big moments?
That's right.
from
DK,
Lamar
what say
Jackson?
you? Over? All right. 3 overs. All right, let's go to the next one.
I
What
got
we
to
got,
find
Glenn?
my area where I can surpass you. I can't just agree
Yeah.
with you.
You got
All
the-
right,
oh,
next
wait,
one
who-
is
oh.
Mark Andrews receiving yards. This is an interesting one.
Ooh.
DK puts it at 29.5 in his first game back. What do you think, Jimbo?
This is tough. I knew you were going to put this one on me first.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had time to think.
That's why I'm trying to think, so I have time to know if I can get you here.
All right.
I might get you.
All right. You know what?
This
These
is our first time
generally
seeing
aren't,
this.
but we are on the fly right now based on the conditions of the show. But, dude, I'm rolling with Mark. Give me 89. He's going over 29 and a half. Come on, Mark does that with one leg in his sleep, dude. Going over. Mark Andrews over. And I know you're taking the under. You're going to try and
I'm
get me.
taking the under because,
Yeah, 'cause
listen,
you have no faith.
no. If
No
DK
faith.
would have put the over-under at 0.5 touchdowns, I'm taking the over, okay? Because I think he gets red zone targets. But, look, they sprinkle him in.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't want to have two tight ends out there a ton because we have a lot of really good receivers that can stretch the field vertically. So I don't think they play a ton together until we get closer to the red zone. So
And I'm just going to say, it only takes one play in the middle of the field.
that's true. That's
One
true.
play.
That's true. I'm gonna bank that he gets 25 yards in a tutty, so I say under.
All right, DK. Under. All right, you're both going to lose right
This
here.
could be the moment,
The
Jimbo,
reign
that
of,
you
of
win.
Haskell will continue. All right,
Damn
let's
it.
go to the next one.
I'd rather win in the playoffs too than the regular season.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm the regular season champ, but does
what
that
does
really
that
matter?
mean? Right.
Oh,
what does that
damn
even
it.
mean? All right, what's the
Damn
next one, DK? All right, over under Patrick Mahomes passing yards 265 and a half. Glenn, I'm going to let you go first on this one.
It's going to be a rainy day, Jimbo. It's going to be a rainy day, but more importantly, he's facing this defense.
Yep.
I'm saying under, Patty.
Ah, shit. I'm going under as well. That wasn't tough for me to think about. I got faith in this defense. It is, look, I said it before. The most difficult thing our defense is so great. The same reason why our offense is so great. We're great at sustaining drives, and we're great at stopping sustained drives.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes will not throw over 265 and a half in this game. I'm going under. DK, what say you? Under as well. Let's go. All right, last one. What do we got here, my friend? Glenn, this is here we go.
Oh, sorry. Here we
It's
go. We
all
got Ravens tackles for loss, 3.5. This is going to be an interesting one because Pacheco runs like his ass is on fire.
Yep.
And so he's trying to run away from
And
it.
Mahomes is not an easy down. You know what I mean? Get in the backfield.
Dude, Pat Mahomes, let me just tell you something about Pat Mahomes. This is why it's tough to get him. They're, I think, 28th in pressure rate, and they're like first in sacks or second in sacks. So people, see, man, you guys take care. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. But he just, even though they get pressure on him, he just has a knack, just similar to CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
We didn't get to CJ last week in the sack department, but we got to him enough to make him get off his platform, make errant throws, and that's what I'm hoping for. But as far as tackles for loss, I got to say under. I think they get 3, and they're half under. What do you think?
You ready for this?
Oh, here we go.
Over, baby. I cannot wait. I think we get Patty twice, but I think we are more dominant against the run than some people are anticipating. Pacheco this, Pacheco that. Whatever. I just don't care.
Yeah,
We're
I don't
playing,
either.
Look, people on television say this all the time. There are levels to this.
Yeah.
The Ravens are on a different level right now. This defense is hunting like dogs in the woods, and they're going to be hunting one Isaiah Pacheco this week, and I cannot wait. And not just Isaiah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire could goof
If
one
he
in the
gets a
backfield.
carry, if he gets one.
Yeah, he's MJD's like generic version, right? Like,
yeah,
come on,
exactly.
him and Eddie Lacy had a kid and made Edwards Clyde Helaire.
I mean,
Anyway.
he's been a bit of a disappointment since getting there. But Pacheco, to their credit, was a late round
7th
find.
rounder, right?
Yeah, so I mean, you got to give him credit there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, Pat Mahomes last week throws for 215. No way he gets to 265.
Yeah, but
this
I'm
week.
telling you, 3.5, take it. I'm going
But dude,
over.
If you just look at how they move the ball,
Wait, we gotta get what DK's getting.
Oh,
too.
sorry. Go
DK,
ahead,
what's
DJ.
your over under? Under.
man,
All right.
everyone's loving this. I mean, I just look at how they moved the ball last week, Jimbo. Do you see Travis Kelce getting to 75 and a couple? I mean, I just don't see it. Marquez Val, I don't see the big play threat. And if you tell me he's going to beat you underneath, okay. And then Rasheed Wright, like
you're right.
I don't see it, man. So unless Pat Mahomes really straps on that Superman cape and just makes it all happen himself, which I don't see.
We
either.
know only one guy can do that without receivers, and he doesn't play for the Chiefs. He only plays for the Ravens.
That's right.
Period.
Right. He's
Dead
got purple
simple.
feathers tattooed on his chest.
That's right, baby. Trust.
Big
Let's
trust.
go. All right, so
let's
that's
get
the
down
floor.
to the over the
tiebreakers.
tiebreaker. The score over under. He sets it at 44.5.
It's
Now,
an easy
Jimbo,
over.
Is that easy? Even
Easy
with the
over.
weather, even with the impending weather.
Yeah. Because I think the Ravens are going to score points. I don't care about their 17 points a game. I am everyone's saying it's going to be close. Look,
Yeah.
I might be taking the purple Kool-Aid right here.
Dude.
I'm going with a 10-point win in this game. The Ravens' absolute dominance. I'm taking the over on this one.
Okay. All right. I like it. I mean, I think over as well, but I think the weather could end up becoming a factor here.
That's
But
fair.
two high-scoring offenses.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I always say, the Ravens are going to do most of this themselves.
Yeah.
So if the Chiefs give us something, we're hitting the over.
Agreed. All right, let's go to the next one. DK, where are you going? Over? All right,
All three
DK
of
is
us
over. All right, we'll take that. If the spread's 4, take that. All right, DK, what's the last tiebreaker closest to the pin?
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
gonna let you go first, Jimbo.
Yeah, of course. Total yards for the Ravens closest to the pin. I went 350 last week.
Dude, we were way under. Remember how they went bonkers, bro?
Yeah, no, they absolutely did. I went 350 last week. Yeah, I'm going 310.
No
310.
faith, bruh.
310. I'm going 310.
310?
310.
The
Oh, that is.
disrespect.
No, I'm
Dude,
sticking with it.
disrespect.
310. I'm taking
bruh.
it. I'm taking it.
All right, I'm gonna go 405. I'm gonna go 405.
All right, DK, where you going? 350.
Dang, dude, you know what that tells me? Jimmy's in trouble, bruh.
Well, I'm already gonna win it by the time we aren't even gonna. This
We're not gonna get there.
matter.
Okay,
Right.
all right, we're gonna see.
Look, I can't wait. I can't wait for the
Don
game.
Seat, 309, Glenn.
I can't wait for the game. I can't wait for all of it. The environment tonight was awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
all of you that came out. Thanks for all of you that viewed on the chat. Hopefully you enjoyed having Jacoby Jones on the show. Shout out to DK for absolutely killing it tonight.
He's
Thank
a
you
legend,
so much.
ladies and
The
gentlemen.
one, the only, Daniel Kunimoto. We love you. Thank you so much. But I think that's it for us tonight, Glenn.
Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Make sure if you're not going to the game, you at least try and get down to the city. Try and enjoy what's happening
Bask in
around
it.
the city. Even if you just go to these tailgates. The tailgates are crazy. Legends are coming out. Every super fan is out here. We got Team YouTube all out here.
Yep.
Just come out and enjoy what's happening around the stadium. Even if you can't get in, you can always watch it at one of the watering holes around the stadium.
That's right. And then on top of that, I just want to mention that, of course, we'll be here right after the game.
Yes.
In some way, shape, or form, ladies and gentlemen, we will be
I
going
might have
live.
one eye open. Who knows? I'm going to have a couple fire waters in me, ladies and gentlemen.
But we will be here nonetheless.
Yep.
So make sure to join us. That's it for us tonight, folks.
See you.